Okay, in the next video I'll be showing us how to make our plackets that we use in fixing our stored plackets. Alright, so you cut your fabric. The width should be at least 6 inch. Take note, the width 6 inch, and the length, take note, the length should be at least 17.5 inch. Alright, then you get your paper gum stay and your gum. I've already done the gumming. This paper gum stay. This paper gum stay. Alright, so press. Now watch carefully. We want to make a placket that we'll use for stored. Alright, so after that, the next thing you do, you fold 1/2 inch as shown. 1/2 inch fold, and you give it a press as shown. Alright, come this way, you also fold 1/2 inch and you give it a press as shown. Alright, take note, watch carefully, you bring them together. Make sure that both sides are equal. As you can see, make sure that this side is equal to this other part. Both sides should be equal. Take note, and you press it down. Okay, press it down. Alright, we are making a placket that if you don't want to use the stud, you can still put on the outfits. Okay, alright, okay, so after this, watch carefully. You now turn it to the back. Take note, turn it to the back. Take note, watch, it was this way, so we're turning it to the back part. So you take it to the back, and after taking it, you make a curve as shown. Okay, as you can see, then you sew. You go to a sewing machine and you sew this region. You sew. Take note, you sew. Then after sewing, you get a piece of fabric. You get a piece of fabric that you use. You sew this region, you sew. Then after sewing, you get a fabric and you place the good side. Remember, you're placing the good side on it. Take note, as you can see. Then you repeat the sewing again. You repeat the sewing again as shown. Then when you're through, okay, let's do that now. Step 1, you fold this in, then you sew as shown. When you sew, you place this the good side, you place it. Then you repeat the sewing on the exact same line. So let's do that now. Alright, so I've done the sewing. Let me cut off. Alright, you turn this back again. The essence of putting this extra fabric is to cover this white surface. That is the essence, so we turn it back. Okay. Okay. Alright, our placket is almost ready. Our placket is almost ready. Okay, so press it down. Alright, before we proceed, remember you fix a buttonhole. You fix a hole here, 1 in between. Take note, as you can see, in between 1 here. The next distance is 4 inch where we'll fix our stud. Those holes are where we'll fix our stud. 2. The next one is 4 inch. 3. So you're using a buttonhole to make a buttonhole here. You're making one buttonhole here. You're making another buttonhole here. And the distance from here to here, 4 inch, here to here, 4 inch, you're making a buttonhole. Now, after doing that, remember we said it's invisible. As you can see, it will be closed. So if you don't want to use stud, it's still perfect. So the next thing we do, you go to your sewing machine. Go to your sewing machine. The next thing we do, you go to your sewing machine and you sew from here. You're sewing from here. Go to your sewing machine, you sew from here, here, here. You're sewing from here, you get to this point, come this way, then you sew at least. Take note, you're leaving at least a 1/4 inch away from the opening. A 1/4 inch, you're sewing down, 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 down to the ending. Same thing here too, you're leaving at least a 1/4 inch so that you'll be able to open here. You're leaving a 1/4 inch here. Then so you'll be able to open here. So you're sewing a 1/4 inch down, down to the ending. So let's do that now. Alright, so as you can see, I'm through with our plackets. Now, I've already made a buttonhole. You're fixing your buttonhole here. The first buttonhole goes there. You can see. Your second buttonhole goes in there. A second buttonhole. And your third buttonhole. Alright, so you can see we've made a stud, a placket that will use stud, while the last one here is already spoiled, goes to our pocket. We have a pocket that we'll make. So this is how you make a placket for stud. This is how you make a placket for stud, that is for Owoko top. This is how you make a placket for stud. So the next thing we now want to do is the sewing proper. I want to start our sewing proper now. Okay, so we want to start the sewing proper. We want to start our sewing proper. So the very first thing you need to do, you pick your front block. This is your front block or the front panel of our top. Then this is our yoke. This is our yoke. We are through gumming and we are through folding. Alright, so now the good side should face the wrong side. The good side of your yoke should face the wrong side. Then you place the neck. As you can see, make sure that the both neck circumference are equal. As you can see. Alright, so what you now do, go to your sewing machine and you sew at least a 1/4 inch round. Take note, you're sewing a 1/4 inch round. Sewing round, round, round. Then when you're through sewing, you now sew another line as shown down. Take note, sewing down. Then you sew the second line down. The length should be at least 8 inch. Take note, first step, you're sewing this round. Then you're sewing 2 lines down. Take note, at least 8 inch. So let's do that now. Alright, as you can see, I've done the sewing round and I've sewn the 2 lines. So the next thing you do, you cut. Right, then when you're through cutting, you turn your yoke to the good side. You turn your yoke to the good side. When you're through cutting, you turn your yoke to the good side. Okay, turn the yoke to the good side. All right. Okay, I've turned my yoke. I've turned my yoke to the good side. All right, as you can see, good. So the next thing you do, you sew. Remember, it's open. So you sew at the tip. You sew at the tip. Just at the tip here. You sew at the tip. Remember, it's open. So we are sewing at the tip of the yoke together with our front panel. You're sewing at the tip. At the tip of the yoke together with the front panel. So let's do that now. Okay, I'm through.
You don't start like this.
Alright, as you can see, I'm through sewing the tip of this. So the next thing, we put our placket. The next thing, when you're through sewing your yoke, we fix our placket. Now watch. Alright, make sure that this edge is in line with, take note, this edge. So this is how you place it. Take note. Alright, as you can see. Now, the length of our placket should be 16 inch. Take note, the length 16 inch, as you can see. 16 inch, the length 16 inch. So you fold the excess. Alright, so you get a pin. You can pin it down if you want to. This is our placket. We're sewing our placket. So you can get a pin and pin it down. And make sure that the opening, this line is at the center. Take note. Alright, so go to our sewing machine. You start from here. You sew from here. You sew from here at the tip. Sew, you sew, sew, come this way. You sew, sew, and you stop here. Take note. You start from here. You sew down at the tip of your placket this way, and you stop here. So let's do that now. So at this stage, we are through fixing our yoke and our placket. Alright, the next thing we want to fix our pocket is a patch pocket. This is called a patch pocket. And the width of your patch pocket can be 5 inch and the length can be 7 inch. The width 5 inch, the length 7 inch. So this is the shape you can decide to keep it in any shape you want to. So in my own case, this is the shape I want it to be. So what I'll do is I'll fold these edges. I'll fold these edges, and I'll also fold these edges. And I'll take it here. I'll take it there, and I'll sew. And I'll sew from here down, sew from here, and I'll sew from here. So let's do that now. Okay, we're through with our yoke, we're through with our placket, and we're through with our pockets. These are pockets. Alright, so we're through with our front panel. So now go over to the back panel. The back panel. Alright. Okay. This is your back. The next thing you do, you get your yoke for your back panel, and the good side should be facing the wrong side. So the next thing, you place your neck and you sew again a 1/4 inch. Take note, just a 1/4 inch round. You're sewing a 1/4 inch round. So let's do that now. Okay, now the back panel. These are back and these are back yoke. Alright, so what you do, you pick up your yoke. The good side should be facing the wrong side. The good side of your yoke facing the wrong side. Now place the neck region. Make sure that both of them are equal. So what you do, you sew a 1/4 inch round the neck. So a 1/4 inch round the neck. So let's do that now. Okay, I've done the sewing, as you can see. So the next thing you do, you put a notch. Take note. It's either you put a notch or you cut off the excess as shown. Okay, all right, so now the next thing, take note, The next thing we need to do, you pick up your front panel. This is your front panel. Remember, you keep your back this way. You now open. Take note, you open. Now, you pick your, after opening, watch. Close it. Make sure that it is lapping this line. You're picking your front and you close. Then when you've closed, you now sew ½ inch. Remember, when we were doing our cutting, we folded the back on top of the front and we said it shouldn't pass at least ½ inch. So we're sewing that ½ inch to the ending. So you're sewing ½ inch from here to the ending. Now come over to this way. You open again as shown. You open, then you pick up this neck region and you place. Make sure it's lapping this line. Take note. Place and you close and you sew ½ inch again. You're sewing half. You make sure that the three are all equal. 1, 2, 3. They are all equal. Then you sew ½ inch from here. Make sure you tack it very tight. You sew ½ inch to the ending. So let's do that now. Okay, as you can see, I've done the sewing of both sides. I've done the sewing. So you cut off this edge. Take note. Cut off this edge. The reason why we're cutting off the edge so it will be relaxed when we sew. The next thing you do, you turn your back yoke. Turn it to the good side. You're turning it. Okay? Alright? You're turning your back yoke to the good side. So as you can see, we've turned it. So what you now do, you sew the edges. Remember, it's open. So you're sewing the edges here down. Sewing the edges from here down this way. While sewing, take note, make sure this neck region is relaxed properly. Take note, your neck region is relaxed properly. So you're sewing the edges down. So you're sewing this. You're sewing this down to this point. So let's do that now. Alright, so I've done the sewing. As you can see, I've done the sewing of the back yoke. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is fixing of the hand. Now, we want to fix our hand now, the sleeve. We want to fix the sleeve. We are almost through with our top. We are almost through with our top, as you can see. We are almost through with our top. Alright, now let's focus on the armhole region. Let's focus on our arm. Let's take the measurement of our armhole. Okay. Start from here, the shoulder, then you come down this way. Okay. As you can see, it's 11 inch. Take note, our armhole is 11 inch, and make sure that both sides should be equal, the same measurement. Take note, the armhole is 11 inch. Now watch carefully. Watch very carefully. There are some top that you see that is being rumpled or squeezed at the shoulder or chest region. So this is what you do. You pick the front, just the front, and you cut off at least a quarter inch. You're cutting off a quarter inch. Alright, as you can see, the front is deeper than the back. This is to avoid your armhole or your shoulder or your chest part to be squeezed. We are doing the same for our second region. Okay. Take notes. The front should be deeper than the back with at least a quarter inch. Okay, as you can see. Alright. So the next thing we want to do is to cut our sleeve and fix our sleeve. We want to cut our sleeve and fix. So Let's cut our sleeve now. Okay, at this stage we want to join the sleeve to the top. So remember there was a notch that we fixed. So the notch, the good side facing the good side, the good side facing the good side. And now the notch, remember there was a notch, should be at the same notch here. Take note. So you place, and you're sewing half inch. You're sewing from here half inch down. Okay. Sewing half inch down. Okay, you come over to this way. You're sewing half inch down. Continue from here. Alright, so you do the same for the second fabric, the second sleeve. You're doing the same procedure for the second sleeve. Alright? Okay, this is the second sleeve. Take note, the notch here should be the same with the notch here. So you're sewing half inch down, then you're sewing half inch down. So that is how we fix our sleeve. Okay, at this stage we are through fixing our sleeve. So we want to join now. We want to do the joining now. So what to do? This is the good side. You turn to the wrong side. We start from the sleeve region. Remember, our sleeve is 14. So this is our round sleeve is 14. So you're sewing from 7 inch. Take note. You're sewing from 7 inch down. Sewing down. Remember, you sew and stop at 14. You're sewing and you stop at 14. Okay? Then we sew the other part. Okay? Measure 14 inch. Then you sew. Make sure that these two lines are equal. Remember, the person's chest is 40. Remember, so you're measuring from here. Take note, the chest is 40. I want to confirm. As you can see, the chest is 40. So from here down, take note, from here down, as you can see, 40. Alright, so you're sewing down. Remember, the stomach is a bit flat, so you can shape it a little if you want to. Alright? Remember, you're sewing and you stop at 14. So from the armhole, you're sewing and you stop at 14. Alright? We're almost through with our top. We're almost through. So we're almost through with our top. So the next thing you do, you fold. You want to do the folding now. You fold. Remember, it's a mistake. Remember, it was 2 inch we added for our folding allowance. So you press it down and you press this also down. Okay. Okay. Make sure when you're folding, both should be equal. Take notes, both edges should be equal. Same thing goes to this other part. Both edges should be equal. Okay, we're through folding, as you can see. So you turn it to the good part. Alright, we are almost through with our Owoko top. So you go to your sewing machine, you sew from here. Go to your sewing machine, you sew from here, sew from here, sew from here. You sew these folded edges. Sew the folded edges down. Okay, come this way. Then you open it. You're sewing from here, this way, this way. Alright, so let's do that now. Okay, at this stage we're through with our Owoko top. So this is an example of a Owoko top. In this place you can put your pocket filler if you want to. This is where you're fixing your pocket filler if you want to. And remember, it has a stud hole and you're fixing your stud if you want to. You're fixing your stud. Then this goes, the last one goes to your pocket. Alright. Now I said if you don't want to use your stud, you can see that the holes are closed if you don't want to use your stud. So this is an example of how to make an Owoko top. Well, you see it on the person's body. Thank you. Once again, you're watching PJ Collection Clothing online class.